Welcome back to Western New York Living. Now, you might have seen their commercials on TV, which includes such folks as Pipe Dreams and AC Tracy and a beloved tight end in our community who just knocks. Well, for all the great home services that T-Mark Plumbing, Heating and Cooling and Electric offers, they also make it a point to make a difference in our community. This morning, we're happy to have with us Ian Donnelly and Julie Gruen from T-Mark Plumbing, Heating, Cooling and Electric. Thank you both for being here.
Thanks, Kevin.
I have to get that and electric, and that's part of the growth of the company, so congratulations on that through recent years here. And with that growth of the company, your efforts in the community have grown too, and I want to point out the Punt Foundation and part of the Punt Foundation, a little subsidiary, the Western New York Compassion Connection. Tell us about your involvement in both of those.
Yeah, Kevin, we had an opportunity to partner with Dawson Knox and the Punt Foundation to support families and kiddos that are navigating pediatric cancer. And in that partnership, we dedicated $10 of every tune-up that we complete throughout our community in a donation back to the Punt Foundation to further their mission. And I'm happy to announce that in 2024, we provided a $30,000 check to the Punt Foundation to further their efforts and mission. And the Western New York Compassion Connection is an expansion of the Punt Foundation, just furthering support to those families and kiddos who are navigating that challenge. And so we're donating time and materials as we work to build out a center that just expands their mission.
Well, well done on that by you and Dawson with his work with that charity through the years. Then there's another charity, and this is one that people may not even have thought of here, you know, with pet rescues. This is a smaller pet. There's a guinea pig group that you've started working with.
There is. It's the Buffalo Guinea Pig Mafia Rescue Organization, which does exactly that. So make sure that families and kiddos have access to guinea pigs, make sure that the organization, as they continue to grow, because they really have been growing significantly, they were looking to expand a part of their building into a more hospitable space as they work to rehome these guinea pigs. And so we had an opportunity to take a look at that space, work with our partners at Mitsubishi, and donate a full system to expand out that space and to further their mission and making sure that kiddos have access.
I'm sure some parents understand with the guinea pigs there. All right, Julie, let's talk about job fairs, because you participated in many locally, and you have a Taste of Ellicottville coming up that you're sponsoring.
We do, yeah. So our most recent job fair was with Be Your Own Hero. We also did BOCES. There were a few other local schools that we did. They bring out hundreds of kids. They just have questions about the trades, how they can, you know, get involved, where they can start, if we have paid internships, things like that, which we do. In Ellicottville, we're really excited. We're expanding all of our services out that way, so plumbing, heating, cooling, and electric. So we're just coming out to say hi. We have the Taste of Ellicottville and Fall Fest, so that's really exciting. And there's some other events, you know, local fire departments and Seneca CDC that are going to have some really cool events that we'll be at as well.
You mentioned something important, I think, for young people. Like, there are career paths outside of college where they can go into the trades and make a fantastic living.
Yeah, it definitely sparks up their ears when we say, you know, no college debt, paid internship, and they're like, oh, okay, and we get a lot of people reaching out about it.
Nice use of the word sparks, too, when we're talking about electricians. We're there, too.
Right.
Ian, final thing, I mean, it's cool, been a little cool this week here, but it's going to get warm here. Now's the time to think about an AC tune-up, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely, Kevin. We're all used to, in the month of May, experiencing some significant heat and humidity. And what that does is it just fills up the schedule at T-Mark. It fills the schedule throughout the local HVAC community. So getting on the schedule with T-Mark for that AC tune-up is super important. There's been a changeover in the air conditioning technology, which I know we've talked about in the past. So getting one of our professional project managers out there to talk about that and to assess what is needed is super important to get that on the schedule right now. Technology's changing, prices are changing. We kind of see some impacts of some tariffs happening in the future with some of these product lines. So getting one of our technicians out there, getting that tune-up on the schedule, knowing that when that tune-up is completed, $10 of that tune-up is going back to the Punt Foundation. All really great. You pair that with financing, some fantastic promotions that are in some little flyers and mailboxes throughout the community. Now is a great time to call to get any one of our project managers, whether it's plumbing, heating, cooling, or electric.
All right, great stuff in the community, and to keep that system running. T-Mark Plumbing, Heating, Cooling, Electric, they've been serving Western New York for over 25 years. Their technicians pride themselves on delivering unmatched results. To find out more about all the home services they offer and the areas in our community that they serve, head to their website at t-markplumbing.com. You can also give them a call at 55-TMARK.